Listen, we're going to talk about it, and I don't care whose feet I step on or toes who get crushed under this message because there's so many people that need to hear this. Yo, fam, sometimes the reason you are single is not because you're not a good person. It's not because you don't have the skills or you're not attractive or you're not desirable. Sometimes the reason we are single is because we have all this goodness, but we keep it inside the house. We don't spread it through our energy. We're not engaging with people on social media. We're not sparking conversations. And therefore, no one knows how good of a person you are. You keep saying the Bible says, he who finds a wife finds a good thing, Ace. But how can he find you? How would he even know that you are a good thing, a capable wife? I think it's time to talk about this, ladies. And I know, look, before I go forward, I know we are in a global pandemic. So I want you to internalize this message as best practice, like general advice, and use your own discretion. But here's the thing. Just as a man is tasked with the ability or the responsibility of finding his wife, a woman is also tasked with the responsibility of becoming noticeable and acting as if she wants to be found. I'm here to tell you as a man, I don't have x-ray vision. I can't super vision myself to look through the walls of your house to be like, ooh, it's a good woman in there. Like, I can't do it. No matter how hard I try, I can't. And I think there's this idea that if a man wants you, he'll come find you. But how? How can this man find you if you never go nowhere? If you never speak, if you never interact on social media, you don't respond to DM. Like, how can this man find you? You're not posting different shades of your personality on social media. You may post pictures, but are you posting videos? Are you posting your talents? If you're a great singer, are you posting singing videos? Are you posting jokes and different things? I mean, a picture is a picture, but if you want to be found, ladies, you have to act like it. And I'll tell you the biggest reason a lot of women, when I coach them, they're like, Ace, why am I still single? I'm this great person. The biggest reason you're probably still single is because no one knows about it. When the world was open, I'm getting sick of y'all using the pandemic as your excuse. Well, it's a pandemic, Ace. You can't go. Before the pandemic, you didn't go nowhere. Be real with me. I'm looking at y'all comment section real quick. Be real with me. Before the pandemic, did you really get out the house? Before the pandemic, did you really spark conversations with people of the opposite sex? Before the pandemic, did you really comment on other people's posts? Reply back to other people's posts on a noticeable level on social media? No, you didn't. Before the pandemic, did you try different places? Did you go to this bar, this bar? Did you go to that library, that library? Did you visit this church, and that church? Did you visit this city, and that city? Did you do all those things before the pandemic? No, you didn't. So quit blaming the pandemic for the reason why you're still single. Like, I would do it, Ace, but it's a shelter in place, Ace, and we got a social distance. Before the pandemic hit, you were still antisocial. You were still introverted to the point where you didn't put yourself out there to be noticed. This is my point. My point isn't to chastise you. It's just saying, sis, I know you got all those good qualities inside you. I know you do. I know you've been working on your personality. I know you've been hitting your abs. You've been wearing your waist trainer. You know what I'm saying? You've been wearing your retainer at night so your teeth are good. I know you've been doing all that work. My question to you is, how is he going to know about it? And I think I want you guys to get a little introspective on just a male's point of view. To me, yes, as a man, I take pride in searching and looking. I don't have a problem with pursuing. I feel like, and I don't want to, I want to be careful what I say, but I feel like that's encoded in me to want to do that, to find my wife. But if I look back on my life, the people I've pursued more were the people that I saw. I saw her. I noticed her. And that's what my advice to any woman that wants to be found is: how can you increase your noticeability? It is not just what you wear and the hairstyle you have, but it's also the locations you visit once the world opens up. It's also your energy. It's also you being sparking conversations on social media. Somebody today was like, "Well, Ace, sparking conversations is that's desperate." What? 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 Ace, I just trying to be found is desperate. What is you talking about? So let me break it down for you like this, ladies. Listen, in order for relationships to work, both parties have to do what they're supposed to do. All right? Both parties have to. Both people need to meet each other halfway. If you want a man to find you and to pursue you, I'm all for that. But I'm also all for you doing your part as well, which is increasing your noticeability, which is increasing your attraction factor and your ability to draw people in, which is trying new places, new spaces, new cities, new churches, gyms, being in different locations where you know people are looking. And even inside a pandemic, you can still be more social on social media. You can still be more social when you're doing your essential business, even if you're wearing a mask. You acting like this pandemic is stopping people from finding people. Y'all acting like people in the pandemic not getting married still, like not finding their person still. Like you, yeah, yeah. Listen, this is the one thing I'm not gonna let you listen. We look for every excuse to not do the work. When in your core, you like, you know what, Ace, I don't want to leave the house. You know what, Ace, I don't want to be more extroverted. You know what, Ace, I don't really want to be outgoing. So we look for every opportunity to give us a reason to not do those things. Yes, right now we're supposed to be 6 feet apart, but everybody got a cell phone. Right now, you are watching me on Facebook. You got a Twitter, you got TikTok, you got an Instagram. Some of y'all got Match.com. My point is, even outside of physical connection, face-to-face connection, our socialness exude in other places. And my question to you is, are you doing everything you can to maximize your notability if you are looking to find a mate? If you are like, you know what, Ace, is a pandemic, I don't care, I'm single, I don't care about finding nobody, okay. But if you are one of those people that you're like, you know what, I want to find my soulmate, my question to you is, are you acting like someone that wants to be found? Think about it like this. If you are on a desert island, would you not find all the rocks you can to line them up to say, help? I'm here. It's not like you're on a plane going to search for the person that's going to rescue you. You're on that island. You're going to put out a message so anybody that passes by can see that there's a person there. And I want to give my attention to that person there. This is what we do with our demeanor, the way we carry ourselves. Again, the places we go, the way we, you know, if you like somebody and he posts something on social media, like it, comment, You know what I'm saying? If you post something on a story, and this is I'm giving y'all a tidbit. Stories is the best way to engage with somebody without it seeming like you're jumping in their DMs. If you go to your Instagram story, right, and it say that guy post a fire pic, you can now send an emoji on that story on Facebook or Instagram, and that emoji goes directly to their DMs. So it ain't like you jumping in like, hey, what's your name? Yada, yada, yada. What you were doing is saying, hey, let me hit this emoji. It's going to go to his DMs, and this is going to give him an opportunity to DM me back. Noticeability. This is all I'm saying. This man should find you. You should work on being more noticeable. There is no downside to this. The more noticeable you are, the easier for the right person to find you. All right. So I love you guys. My bad, I ain't got on my Ace gear. I got on this little sweater I bought from H&M. I know y'all like, Ace, why you ain't wearing your uniform? Ace, you ain't wearing your uniform. No, I just had got in from this little Valentine's Day. You feel me? You know, I just had on the mother, you know, just to put on this little sweater. You feel me? But what I need everybody to do, I need everybody. We got 1,000 people watching. I want to see everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Every single person. And everybody comment and share. I'll say this, and I want to get into this. Ladies, I'm about to get into Uncle Ace mode. Listen to me. If you keep thinking you don't have to do anything in the process of finding your soulmate, you are going to end up like those people that never do. Period. I'm going to say that one more time. If you keep thinking you don't have to do anything, you don't have to put no effort in, you don't have to do no improvements, you don't have to try new places, you don't have to be more social, you don't have to do anything, work on your look, work on your attraction factor. If you don't think you have to do anything to find your soulmate, you're going to end up like one of those people that never do. Here's the thing I don't get. Everybody, this is not men or women, everyone dreams of finding the right person for them. Everyone wants eventually their life with that special person, have children. It like all our life we dream of this. It's not like it's our only focus, but dang, it's a big major part of our lives. But yet when it's time for you to step up to the plate and do your part, you're like, no, he should do everything. If he want me, he'll find me. And he'll put in all the work. And he'll chase and pursue me. And I don't got to do nothing. Because God going to make it happen. When has that ever worked with anything else in your life? You wanted to graduate college, you had to study for a test and pass it. You wanted this job, you had to apply and go to the interview. And to keep it, you had to show up every day and work hard. You wanted a house, you had to save. You had to come up with a down payment. You had to put in work and everything else in life you wanted. But when it comes to dating, you feel like you don't have to do anything. And the right man, your soulmate, is just going to find you no matter where you are. Because that's what God wants for you. Listen, I ain't trying to downplay your faith. It is my faith is set up a little bit differently than yours. I believe faith without works is dead. And I believe that we all have to do our part to work in harmony with our prayers. If you are looking for your soulmate, all I'm saying is become more noticeable. Everybody that's watching right now to know that there's a few things you can do to become more noticeable. Everybody. I'm not even sitting here telling you to go find the man for yourself. I'm just saying, yo, a remote is easier to find at night when it glows in the dark, right? A ship that's sinking in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean is easier to find when it blasts a flare in the sky, right? A flare gun, right? My point to you is, are you being that beacon of light that will make it easier for your soulmate to find you? And only you know that question, or the answer to that question. Only you. Only you know if you're being social enough. Only you know if you're getting out enough. And again, for all y'all that's blaming the pandemic, you wouldn't getting out before the pandemic. You would look at me in my face. You wasn't getting out before the pandemic. So you up here talking about, hey, it's the pandemic's fault. You wouldn't going out before the pandemic. Shoot, I tell you this, I go out all the time during the pandemic. I put on my mask and I socially distance, but I go out. Okay, now that y'all choice is y'all choice, especially if you live in Atlanta. You live in Atlanta, y'all act like COVID don't even exist in Atlanta. I don't even know what y'all talk about. So, listen. All I'm saying is, look, all the people on my statuses talk about COVID-19 is the reason I'm antisocial. Are the people that was already antisocial, because socialness involves so much more than just going to a party. You can be social with your phone. I said this earlier. You can be social with your phone, but you're not. You're not. You can wear your mask and your sanitizer and go to a place with only 10 people there and be social, but you're not. Only thing the pandemic prevented you from doing is being in large gatherings and stuff. And even if you're one of those people that want to stay in the house, I'm all for that. But there's so much you can do from your phone. Get a webcam, a laptop. You just don't want to be unsingle that bad. And that's okay. But what I don't want to happen is you're getting on here and acting like the pandemic is the reason you're still single. When I'm making a video right now despite the pandemic. Right now, you are talking to me despite a pandemic going on. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want him, sis? Do you want him bad enough to be a beacon of light to help make it easier for him to find you? Do you want it bad enough to post more of your personality on social media? Do you want it bad enough to join Match.com or eHarmony or Tinder or Grindr, whatever y'all doing? Do you want it bad enough to reply to that DM because you know you got 4 or 5 DMs sitting there, you ain't giving a man a chance? Do you want it bad enough to comment on somebody's photo and say, hey man, that was an interesting post, keep it up, and then wait and see if this man say, yeah, cool, how about you, and then spark that conversation? It's just, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? And here's the thing, I'm talking to women right now, but if I was talking to men, I say the same thing. Like, bro, how bad do you want it? Do you want it bad enough to go find her? And ladies, do you want him bad enough to want to be found and act in harmony with that attitude? My question is, and I'm going to end up with this. Do you want to be found? And if the answer is yes, does your actions act in harmony with that answer? The way you carry yourself, the energy you have, it can be as simple as, do you even smile for real? You know, some us, and I'm not gonna say y'all us, because I do the same thing. We be out in public looking mean as hell, like, and wondering why people don't talk to us. You know what I'm saying? It is something that we have to conscientiously do. And when we don't do it, I'm telling you. So again, if you want to be found, act like it. I am not sitting here making this video telling you to go pursue a man, to go find a man. I am making this video to challenge you to become more noticeable. More noticeable. to the type of man you want. And if you want to keep making up these excuses as to why you ain't found them, go ahead. Or you can do the work on yourself to be more outgoing, more extroverted when it comes to dating, more assertive when it comes to being social, putting yourself out in new places, new areas, new people, trying new things. And that'll give that person an opportunity to notice you. All right. I love you guys. Y'all do y'all thing. And comment real quick. Do y'all like the sweater? Y'all like the sweater though? It was like a $10 sweater from H&M. You know, hey, listen. First of all, y'all do this? Do the sweater? Is the sweater sitting right though? Is the sweater sitting right? Comment. Let me know if the sweater's sitting right though. Is it sitting? Is it? Yeah, it's a large. It's large. I normally get the mediums, but I got a large. So is it sitting right? Do it look good? Which I think it's just a regular gray sweater. It's a regular gray sweater. I got the hold on. I got the Yeezys on too. This is the dad shoes. These the Yeezys too. The sweater with the Yeezys. I mean, come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Y'all come in, you ain't gonna be bashful right now. You ain't gonna be bashful. You know what I'm saying? I got the sweater with the Yeezys, the Yeezy 500s on. You feel me? You ain't gotta be bashful. Hey, if a dude looking good, you can tell him he looking good. All right? You can tell him he looking good. I'm lying, y'all. So do me a favor, everybody that's watching, if you have not hit an emoji, if you had not hit the like button or a heart eye button, do that right now. Comment and hit the share button. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart, and I'll talk to you later. All right, peace.